Last night I dreamed that I was walking through the sales floor of the store that I work in, and I was wearing my employee name badge. Now this is unusual for me because I work in the office. In reality, I work in the office of this store, so I'm really not out on the sales floor very often, and I rarely wear my employee name badge. I'm mostly doing paperwork in the back, posting inventories, correcting inventories, transmitting purchase orders, filing things, stuff like that. But in this dream, I was walking in one of the departments of the store that I actually work in, and I encountered this older gentleman with a mustache. His pants were held up by suspenders. I think he was wearing a bow tie also. He needed some help, and I gave it to him. Well, it turned out later on that he was one of these mystery shoppers, these people that get paid by a company to walk into a store and then write a review about their experience afterward. Well, he wrote a glowing review of my customer service. He was very, very pleased with how I handled him, and I got a couple of pats on the back from two of the owners, one of which in reality is now retired. This is the second time this month he's made an appearance in my dreams. He was the one, you may recall in a previous Last Night I Dreamed episode, was holding up the U.S. currency that was being issued this year alone, that was designed by the Treasury to look like authentic Civil War era correspondence between soldiers. Same boss. He's now retired, but second time this month I've conjured him up in my dreams. But anyways, after I'd gotten out of work, apparently I had just recently purchased this enormous old mansion. It looks very much like the mansion on the hilltop beside the Bates Motel in Psycho. I just purchased this, and there were a few things that I had to fix up, a few things I had to replace. I need a furnace filter. So I go back to the store, and my accountant is waiting for me there. Now my accountant happens to be Joey Ramone, the deceased lead singer of the Ramones, and I'm stunned. But he doesn't have good news for me. He tells me that all of my investments have tanked and that I'm penniless. I'm broke. And apparently I'd maxed out my credit cards too in purchasing this old Psycho house-looking mansion. In purchasing it and in fixing it up and everything. So I'm quite literally penniless. I don't even have any change in my pockets. I have no credit. I have no money in the bank. I'm totally broke. And before I can talk, Joey tells me he's got to go, and I want to talk to him. Obviously not just about my investments, my stocks, all of that stuff. I want to talk to him about being alive after having died, and what he plans to do, and and all of this stuff. But he tells me he's got to go. He's got some other engagement. So I was kind of sad to encounter him, and then just not really have much of an opportunity to talk to Joey. But anyways, I go to the department where the furnace filters are, and I pick out the furnace filter that I need, one with the correct dimensions, and it was a cheap one. I think it was only 49 cents. And I just looking at it, it just feels so weird not having a penny to my name or any credit. I mean, I'm looking at this furnace filter and I'm thinking, God, I actually do not have enough money to purchase this. And I see the older gentleman. He's like one aisle over, but within sight. The older gentleman that I helped out earlier, with the mustache and the suspenders, the guy who turned out to be a mystery shopper. And I think about possibly asking him if he has any change so that I can purchase this filter. I'm thinking about actually begging for change to purchase a 49-cent furnace filter. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking about it, and then I woke up.